she was crying, howling awake. And then I made her, like, I brought her in and I made her sit down. And she said, "Look, I didn't expect this." So when you are going out, you need to have some basic understanding of, how to hold yourself and how to guard yourself. Let's not put all the men in one bad apple basket. In the entire basket, one apple may be bad, but there are some very nice men also. So women also need to be, you know, uh, sure and clear. It was not like, wow, she doesn't.
Yeah.
It was like, why she doesn't. You are your own master and you need to realize yourself. Acting, see, first of all, you become a public figure. That is a huge challenge. Hi, my name is Anu Aggarwal and you're watching me on Filmibeat.
Of course, there has always been, like every era, there is talks about this thing called casting couch in the industry. I would like to know that, of course, if you had faced it and if you faced it, how did you tackle it? Because that would help, the younger, inspiring actresses who look up to you.
Right. No, I think the one of the things is at the grassroots level, and this is something that I'm doing with my foundation also, because I feel that, you know, the children, the girls, so the whole Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Andolan is there.
Yeah.
And I think कि बेटे को सबसे पहले ये पढ़ाना है कि how to be confident and how to guard against, because the world is not is there are all kinds of people in the world, and when you are a girl, you will be exposed. If you come out and you get out alone and do things on your own, which now a lot of girls are doing. In my time, I kind of set the trend at that time. But now, so when you are going out, you need to have some basic understanding of, how to hold yourself and how to guard yourself. But on the same hand, enjoy and have fun with what you're doing. Smile and laugh, but on the same hand, be guarded. And this is an education that the girls need to be given. So we are doing that also in my foundation. I really want to do that, and I would like to say that for all girls, first of all, your security begins with you. And how much can you like blame the world?
Right. Correct.
I mean, there are men, and there are all kinds of men, but there are also some very good men. So you know, let's not put all the men in one bad apple basket. In the entire basket, one apple may be bad, but there are some very nice men also. So let's not demean men as a gender, which is what is happening now. I see, and I don't think it's fair on the men. And I think that women need to, start, and the mothers need to start educating the fathers, start to like building the confidence in the girls.
Right, correct. Of course, many years ago in Bollywood, the Me Too movement had happened. Things changed. Now, in Malayalam film industry, from past few weeks, a lot of things are happening. The Hema Committee has been found, to just guard the women's security on the
Right.
sets. What do you have to say about this?
I think the Hema Committee is a great idea because it is really, because see, the thing is that there, till something is hidden,
Yeah.
it's hidden and it's suppressed. Like, it's like a sleeping dragon. It'll come out one day, then it'll really be too much. So let's like tackle things. And I think the Hema Committee is actually bringing about a kind of awareness, whilst also there's an exposure.
Yeah.
But on the same hand, it is, bringing this issue into light. But on the same hand, I must say that film industry is not the only industry where these kind of interactions between men and women happen. They happen in every industry. They happen everywhere. Everywhere there will a girl and a boy are there will be different kinds of interactions. And then again, it's like a, there's a role playing that happens. There's a need based. Like, what do I need, and what are you giving me, and how much am I okay with? So all these things, women also need to be, sure and clear, because you can't keep blaming others all the time. Right? Women also can, because at the end of the day, women can protect. I have been alone all along. How come I don't have a Me Too movement? An issue. Not I've been alone. It's been 35 years now, and at that time, it was unacceptable. At that time, when I was alone, people used to look at me and get back. I mean, like, they used to think like I was odd. There's something is wrong with me. Everyone used to come and ask me, even on sets, film sets, because mummies used to come, no? Mummy कहाँ है आपकी? Very gently they
Yeah.
done. कहते मम्मी घर पे है दिल्ली में. Because I mean that was the answer, that was the truth.
So actresses used to have mothers on the set?
Yeah, all them. So I mean, I've never had my mother here, no. So there was no mother on the set, and people used to ask me because it was odd. And then they'd say कि अच्छा वो आपके साथ क्यों नहीं आती? Because it was a done thing that the mothers would accompany. Even till today, a lot of girls have their mothers accompanying. Not all, but a lot of girls have mothers. So it was it. I mean, it was odd. Like, why? It was not like, wow, she doesn't. It
Yeah.
was like, why she doesn't? What is wrong with her? But on the same hand, it's again thankful, grateful the people that my success rate just expanded. First modeling, it expanded, and then in the film industry, it expanded. So, but I think that at the end, what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you are your own master, and you need to realize yourself.
As you said, that it's just not limited to the industry. Of course, every morning nowadays we wake up to news of rapes happening in our country. How
Right.
difficult it is for you, because as a man also, when I'm watching news, it's very difficult to just digest things, because there are women in the family, to just think about their safety. What do you have to say? This is the biggest concern, do you think, the country is facing, that's women's safety right now?
The thing is that, let's face it, I mean, this is something that has been there always. It's just it's just coming to light now. uh, Women were very quiet. Women used to not talk. Families used to quieten the girls if there was a right. So the entire society today has become aware, and they think that this is an issue that needs to be brought to light. So but it's always been there. It's not something that's starting today.
Correct. Now coming back to movies, Aashiqui, King Uncle, Khalnaika having such amazing career. What made you think that okay, it's time to stay away from it, take this gap? I mean, I'll start singing again then, our Aashiqui song this time.
The thing
पास
is
की
that
जरूरत है जैसे.
the thing is that I I mean, at that time, you know, I realized that, people think that, you make money, uh, you become famous, and that, wow, everything will be done, you will be flying, and you're a queen. And it doesn't work like that. I realized this from my own experience, because there are challenges in every profession.
Right.
And acting, see, first of all, you become a public figure. That is a huge challenge, because you're just watched all the time. You're judged.
Yeah.
What you say, what you don't say, what you wear, how you sit, where you stand, who you talk to, who you don't talk to, where you go. You're constantly being watched and judged,
Yeah.
and that's not easy. And so there are so many other things that, with, like the casting couch is one of them. But there are so many challenges. Like I said, there are so many challenges. Casting couch is not the only one. There are being in the industry is a challenge in itself. And so I think that girls need to be cleared and ready for this, because a lot of the girls come and then they are like, oh God, they get depressed and they go into like, oh God, I didn't expect this to happen like this, but this has happened. I have met girls who, like a girl in one of the films I was shooting, flew down from London because she was talking to the director on the phone. Young girl, she was being 18, 19, Indian born in England, in London. And she was talking and everything, and and then she came to our set, and then she was staying there. And then one night she came, like she started knocking my door at 11:30 at night, and I just opened the door, and she was crying, howling away. And then I made her, like, I brought her in and I made her sit down, and she said, "Look, I didn't expect this. I mean, he wants me to like go to bed with him." So I told her, I mean, I just, in as much as I like, I pacified her, but then I also told her, I said that, look, I mean, this is the industry, and didn't you know? And she said, no. So, I mean, I think that there is this, it's nice that this, like the Hema Committee, and there's awareness. So the girls are getting to know what exactly this is.
Maybe at that time it was not much. The awareness was
Yeah,
much there.
I mean, yeah, it was not really, because it's like people were quiet.
Yeah.
It is not something discussed.